I bet you anything, you've always had a dream, a goal, an aspiration, an ambition. Everyone strives for something in some way. Fame, fortune, or success. But you can't get what you want by merely saying that you want it. Although that is a very good first step. What if I were to tell you there is an important ingredient to achieving things? An ingredient that most people don't realize how close they are to it. That it's right in front of them. Can you believe it? Success is always right under our nose, but we don't know it. You're probably wondering, well, what is the secret? Well, let's take a look at this old story. Welcome to Untapping Your Potential, where we will share with you motivational stories that will keep you growing and inspire you to take action. One day, a worried young merchant was sitting out in the dock in deep thought. He spent years sailing across nations, traveling through kingdoms. But for the past few months, his business was steadily declining. He thought to himself, how am I going to make it? The little earnings he made for the month was not enough to get him through an entire week. His family and fellow merchants would give him nothing but encouragement, but everything seemed too far-fetched. Yes, like any other merchant, he had been through many adversities in life, faced many hurdles, and jumped through many obstacles. But this time, and at this rate, it seemed as if success would never catch up with him. He kept wondering to himself, how could I turn my life around? What am I doing wrong? Will I ever be able to taste success? The young merchant kept thinking and thinking and thinking very deeply. Suddenly, a voice came. What's the matter? Asked Socrates, the Greek philosopher, who was just passing by. He noticed the young man was in a state of great distress. As the young man looked up, Socrates can see from the look of his face he had been through a lot. The young merchant sighed and whined, I'm surrounded by misfortune. If only I knew the secret to success. Socrates was amused by the young man's request. He offered his hand to the merchant and said, the secrets to life are always expected to be found by some miracle, but no miracle will give you something that's right in front of your eye. The young merchant could only stare at the great philosopher. He was extremely confused at this revelation. Whatever do you mean, Socrates? I have traveled through great lengths, but I have never come across any success. How could you say that the obvious is right in front of me? Now the merchant, he was getting upset. He was failing. He was suffering. Now he was starting to feel ridiculed. Socrates began to notice the tension and said, do not take hurt from my words. Before the sun rises tomorrow, meet me by the river. There, I shall tell you. The very next morning, the young merchant hurried out of the door, excited to know what more from Socrates. He ran across the forest, jumped through the bushes and rocks. Finally, he thought, a turning point in my life. But what the young merchant was not expecting, however, was Socrates standing knee-deep into the water, all by himself. Socrates yelled out, come closer. Suspicious, the young merchant slowly joined the guru onto the river. For a few moments, they just stood there in silence, listening to the trickles of the river. Then, suddenly, Socrates took the young man by surprise and plunged his neck into the water. The man thrashed into the water, struggling to break from Socrates' hold, but Socrates had the upper hand and held the man underwater until he began to turn blue. After much effort, Socrates let go, and the young man was able to break free and stand up. Once out of the water, the first thing he did was gasp and take a deep breath. Are you mad? What are you trying to do to me? Then Socrates asked the merchant, what did you want most when you were underwater? And without a moment's hesitation, the young man answered, air. All I wanted was air to breathe. Exactly. That is it. That is the secret to success. What do you mean? When you want to succeed as much as you wanted to breathe that air, then you will become successful. There is no other secret. Everyone wants to succeed, but what are you doing to achieve it? A friend once told me the comfort zone is a beautiful place, but nothing ever grows from there. It's easy to dream. It's easy to say that you'll do anything you can to succeed. But are you doing it? Do you want success, or do you need it? All accomplishments begin with a strong desire. A weak passion cannot provide great results, just as a little fire cannot generate much heat. Like the merchant, in order to be successful, you've got to first give up excuses. Stop thinking and take action. As long as you have excuses, you will never have success. If you hesitate, there's a chance you'll just quit. So don't. Always give yourself the benefit of the doubt. Be committed to achieving it. Sacrifice if you have to sacrifice. Fight if you have to fight. Drown yourself first if you have to. Stand for what you want. Because if you don't, you can't expect your dreams to stand for you. Success does not come easy, that is a fact. But what makes it easier, if you will, is your determination to be victorious. If you have the will, there will be a way. You will need to put in some effort if you want to succeed and expand your business. Not only your business, but also in your academic and personal life. Everything requires sacrifice. It requires effort. So let me ask you, how bad do you want it? How bad did you want that air? When you want your dreams as much as you want air, you are already ahead than most people when it comes to achieving their goals and dreams. Never settle for anything less. As Socrates once said, it's just as I told you earlier. The secret to success is already inside all of us. When you desire success as much as you wanted to breathe that air, you will be successful. Thanks for watching this video. How would you like to hear more motivational stories on a consistent basis? Do me a favor, comment below, and please make sure to like and hit that subscribe button to get the latest update. Soon, you will be on your way to feeling inspired.